Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. This is your boy, the one and only. We're going to be speaking about legacy coins. We're going to be speaking about XRP, HBAR, ADA, and some of your favorite legacy coins. They're back again. So please make sure you smash that like button. Without further ado, let's begin. XRP is looking glorious. It's up, it's broken its 2025 open. It was consolidating for quite some time. It was consolidating for 231 days, and now it's about to break its local high. Will it break its all-time high in history of $3.32? I've spoken about XRP a few times on my channel, and this goes out to all the Uber drivers. This is a great way to leave Uber and funnel some of your profits into XRP. So well done to them. Congratulations to them, because Uber's about to become semi-autonomous. XRP today has just flipped Solana. No one's safe. No one is safe around here. As you can see here, XRP just flipped Solana. Oh, I did not expect this. This was definitely not on my wish list. I expected XRP to break out and head over to $6 as my target, but I didn't think it would flip Solana. Retail is definitely here. Well, we've gone right back to the 200-day moving average. As you can see right here, we've gone back to this trend line. Hopefully XRP breaks this trend line and we form it as support. This right here might actually be a fake out, and we might regain this area, form it as support, and continue in this massive pennant. I believe XRP is going to consolidate around this area in the medium to long term, and then once again the bulls and the bears are right now fighting it out, deciding if it's going to go lower or higher. Me personally, I think we're going to the upside. They pushed this coin, which is a massive large cap, 341%. If we get to my target of $6, that's a 1,151%. That's an 11x gain. Incredible. A lot of folks were clowning them in the previous all-time high, and congratulations to them. They're really doing well. XRP was in a massive bullish pennant that spanned from 2017 till 2024 December. I was very vocal on my channel regarding XRP when everyone was saying these dino coins are never coming back. Guess what? They came back with a vengeance. When the whole of CT was calling these coins dead and buried, guess what? They came back. My next target is at $8. $8 is my final target for XRP. I don't know if it will go higher, but if history is any indication, XRP tends to do this all the time. It consolidates for quite some time. This one was for 1,197 days. This one was an epic consolidation, probably 3,000 days, I'm guessing. So it was 2,856 days. I can see XRP head up to these higher ranges and then literally just do the same that it did in the previous cycle. Just do another bullish pennant, and then we could head up higher in the next bull cycle. We're going to have a look at the lower time frames, and this is the 4-hourly time frame. We've broken past this Ichimoku cloud. This is a very positive sign. And the last time we've done this, it was a failed attempt in May 2025, the 13th, and another failed attempt in March. This time it looks like a real breakout. The RSIs are slightly elevated, and we're forming a bearish divergence between the price and the RSI. On the daily, we're above the Ichimoku cloud, so any kind of dip is a gift. It's a buy the dip opportunity if the market gives it to you. I was slightly bearish. I thought we were heading lower to at least $1.51. Ultimately, I said that my long-term target for XRP is at this price. If we head to the weekly and look at the RSI, is currently at 67. We're not at elevated prices for RSI. There is no bull div, no bear div. This is a good sign. We still have some more room to grow. ADA, another legacy coin, another dino coin. That's what the kids call it. Dino coin. However, this is the most slept on asset. XRP, ADA, HBAR. These coins are primarily retail driven from millennials. The Zoomers and the young kids have chosen this coin, while the millennials have chosen XRP, ADA, and some of these other legacy coins. On the larger time frame, we're probably going to flip this Hichimoji cloud and turn positive, go to this area of $1, and then finally break past. XRP is leading the way. ADA is slightly behind from its yearly open in 2025. There's a clear reversal happening. First, it's Ethereum, then it's the legacy coins, and then it's the larger caps, the small caps, and then finally the micro caps. ADA has 34% to get to its 2025 yearly open, and then it has 69% to get to its 2022 yearly open. So it looks like it's a V-shaped recovery. We're heading in the right direction, and hopefully we'll get to these upper areas of around $10. This is a period of accumulation. ADA does the same thing again and again as a period of accumulation, something like this, where we break out and then finally have big, massive green candles. And then typically, if history is any indication, we should see another similar pump where retail jump in, because this is primarily based on retail. This is probably a 99% retail driven coin. All of these legacy coins primarily move due to retail. Nothing more and nothing less. They don't really have any revenues. They don't really have, just hear me out. They don't have no revenues. They don't have a lot of devs. They don't really do much apart from one massive thing. They have a huge cult-like following. These folks will continue to buy. They will always buy regardless. And once you have this kind of cult-like following, that's what you're really betting on. You're betting on the people. Coin doesn't have the best tech. Matter of fact, you could really argue that it has the worst tech in crypto. It hasn't seen a major upgrade for a long time. The latest one was Taproot, and that happened in 2021. You can argue that Bitcoin has the worst tech, however, has the best cult-like following. And these coins demonstrate this. They don't really have the best tech, but you cannot argue about the cult-like following they have. On the lower time frame, it's above the Hichimoji cloud, heading to the 2025 yearly open, similar to XRP. RSI is at a good position at 65. It's not currently oversold like previously in the last trading hour, so you can see some momentum head back into the space. The daily looks very similar to this breakout when we went up a massive from peak to trough, or sorry, from trough to peak, we went up 290%, so a 3x return. So I could see this happen. We've broken out of this trend line, so I could definitely see at least a 200% return. That's a 2 to 3x to around $2.60. From here, where we are currently at 80 cents to the previous all-time high, that's a 3x return. Okay, ultimately I would love to see this coin head to at least $7, $8, $10, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's have a look at some more legacy coins. HBAR is doing the exact same pattern as XRP. As you can see, there's a similar pattern, guys, a very similar pattern. Oh, this is the market cap. Let me show you the actual coin, and here we have it. We had a period of a consolidation for 198 days. We have RSIs on the daily at 82. We've broken the Hichimoji cloud. What else? The moving averages we've also broken. The EMAs we've broken. It's looking positive. Yearly open is almost going to be, we're almost about to see a V-shaped recovery and break the 2025 yearly open. Of course, this massive downturn was due to the tariff scare. None of these coins should have gone down, but because of irrationality and folks very emotional, and because they got scared that we're going to see a recession, this is the result of weak hands. They sold into strong hands, and now we're heading up higher. Do not get shaken out. We're probably going to see more shakeouts. Matter of fact, we're definitely going to see more shakeouts. Okay, this is not an easy ride. If you think this is an easy ride, Trust me, think again. Let's have a look at Stellar. Stellar, there was some news, some really positive news regarding PayPal. I think they have a new CEO in position. So they've got they've poached the PayPal CEO. I believe Stellar has poached PayPal's CEO, one of their CEOs, one of their top PayPal blockchain lead, Jose Fernandez, joins Stellar. The Stellar Development Foundation has also hired Jason Kosh, a former Block and Blockchain.com executive, as Chief Marketing Officer. Stellar actually has fantastic fundamentals, and it's very similar to XRP. Matter of fact, I think it's just a fork of XRP. Originally, the CEO of Stellar was actually the CEO of XRP. They were the founders, the partners, and then I think they had a massive disagreement, and then he left and made his own blockchain, and he named it Stellar. He's now a multi-billionaire, and he's finally sold all of his coins. I think he's sold majority of his coins. Maybe he has like 10% left. He's like a multi-billionaire. I really like his coin. There was a time I wanted to make an app on his coin. Fundamentally, it's a very sound coin. It's a very good coin. I like this coin. And showing exactly the same similarities as XRP, guys. We had a period of a long consolidation. Then finally we broke out. You know what's so funny? Let's put XRP's price and overlay it onto Stellar, and we'll probably see exact same price action. Yep, there we go. We have the same exact price action, like literally a few days later. Then XRP went up higher. So these two are extremely correlated, okay? They're like brothers and sisters. I think XRP is like 5% away or some change away from the previous all-time high. So this is definitely a catch-up trade. This is going to move very shortly. Very. By the time I drop this video, it will probably retrace and hit this area of 60 cents. I feel like I'm missing some more legacy coins. What other coins is out here that are legacy, like key legacy coins? There's a few legacy coins out here. I feel like I'm missing so many. Algo. I haven't spoken about Algorand for quite some time. That's definitely another legacy coin. Algo, here we go. Algo looks good. Looks really good so far. We haven't formed a new lower low, so this is a great sign. We formed a higher low, so this is a good sign. We're about to head to the 2025 yearly open, and then this is the 2022 yearly open. That's going to be a massive recovery, huge recovery of around 385%. This is a good sign, really good sign. Although this is the log chart, this is the actual chart, how it looks. We're still in bear market territory, but it doesn't matter. The herd will arrive, and you have to understand, in markets, you have to go for coins with massive asymmetry. And finally, Bitcoin dominance. This is not anything I can get out of bed for, to be fair. It's not the greatest thing. It's gone down 5%. We're looking for something bigger than this. This is not altcoin season. This is nowhere near altcoin season, guys. Coin dominance is most likely going to reverse to higher prices. This is, like I said many times, just majority of excited folks that are front running the FOMC meeting. There's no real tangible reason or logical reason for Bitcoin dominance to head downwards. We need interest rates to be lowered and QT to stop. Anything else is premature excitement in the space. The RSI on the daily for Bitcoin dominance is the lowest we've ever seen for a very long time. So we're going to see a mean reversion. Okay, we're going to see another mean reversion, maybe to 63, 64. This is a heavily oversold Bitcoin dominance. The end is near, but not quite, ladies and gentlemen. We're not there yet, ladies and gentlemen. We need more and more folks to get trapped in Bitcoin dominance. Once everyone gets trapped, then Bitcoin is heading downwards, just like how I got trapped. Let me tell you a story about this, my personal story. I got trapped here. Like I really got trapped, and this kind of set me back, like really set me back. Okay, so this is ETH and Bitcoin dominance. We all thought that Ethereum after the merge is going to be fantastic. This is going to be great news, and we're going to head to a new paradigm. I fully drank that juice. I have to admit this. I fully drank that juice, and I got so trapped It was horrible, this feeling. Horrible. It was horrible. And there's going to be many participants that are not really Bitcoin maxis, that don't really believe in Bitcoin or crypto, and they're going to get trapped. And that moment is going to happen. And once they get really trapped, there's going to be so many folks that get trapped, just like how I got trapped and many other ETH holders and crypto holders got trapped. It's going to trap a lot of folks. Solana, same thing. Solana, same thing, guys. They don't want to mention it. They don't want to talk about it. Right now, so many people got trapped. Trump literally on this day, on this wick right here, this very wick right here was the last day of the pump. Literally, the president of the United States of America made a coin on your chain. Ever since, ladies and gentlemen, it's been underperforming Bitcoin. And you know what's so crazy? I'll be honest with you. A coin never, ever, ever in the history of Bitcoin dominance, never, ever outperforms Bitcoin for longer than 12 to 24 months. Never. Go check. Do your own research. There is not a coin on this planet that has outperformed Bitcoin for longer than 24 months. They're all trapped. Yet they're thinking, all of these key opinion leaders and influencers, they're all thinking that we're going to continue to go up. I made that same mistake. I put my hand up. I got trapped. You're going to get trapped as well. Bitcoin, you're going to get trapped as well. Welcome to crypto. A quick honorable mention. Since I spoke about XRP, it's gone up a massive 120%. While Ethereum, went up 20%. This is your actual beta play. This has a flywheel effect. And not only that, just recently, Peter Thiel just bought an Ethereum proxy stock, Tommy Lee's actual ETF. That's it for now. Love you all, folks. If you actually want to make some money in this space and not become exit liquidity or give back all your gains to the market, join our private members, guys. It's only $49.99. And hopefully together we can take some profits along the way. I'll see you on the next one. Love you all. Peace. Smash that like button.